We already went over the changes Ubisoft communicated in their recent patch notes, but as always that's only half the story, because we also have many secret changes and fixes that they did not tell us about. I want to thank everyone for reaching out, because we all found them together. There's really a ton of interesting stuff to go over, mostly nice secret quality of life changes, some secret fixes, and way more. So if you like that, then a like on the video would of course really help me out. And let's go. In the pinned comment, you find a link to my giveaway number 21 for 2,300 Helix credits, so you can get one of the packs without paying yourself. Be sure you are a subscriber of the channel before you enter, and good luck. Let's start with some nice smaller quality of life changes, for example in the settlement. First, when doing the challenges for the hunter's hut and the fishing hut, you could not see which reward you were going to get. Like, sure, you could see the image, but not what the actual reward was. For runes, kinda weird. Well, if you now hover over these runes after the update, you can see which one it is. Also, we get info on other items like names of the tattoo you're gonna get. So that is great. Of course, in the end, you want to do all these challenges anyway for the pretty cool hunter's bow and the swordfish for getting all the fish. And we now got Karma reaching out with more gameplay of this two-handed sword fish. And also interesting secret change is that you will now get the weapon on the mythical rarity upon completing all the fishing challenges. We see that in the footage from Carlos, while if we look at footage from Grima, and this was from way before the update, we see that he got it on the flawless silver rarity. So maybe this is now also the case for the Gorgon shield, for example, which you get after getting all the artifacts in the world. You would also get it on the silver rarity first. Maybe that's now mythical too. It's like a huge time investment, so not getting the item on the highest rarity was kinda weird to begin with. In March, some solo reached out to me on Twitter at JorRaptor, just like you can, with a strange empty letter, which you can find over here on the map, very close to the settlement. Nothing written on it, really strange. But now after the recent patch, Owen shared that by using Odin's Sight, you actually see this familiar glow, indicating that it's of course part of some sort of main mission, which is interesting. And this was not the case when some solo checked the letter a while back. Also, if you now interact with the letter, you will actually see text on it. All Father, we grant you these offerings so you may protect our travels, be they on water or land. Maybe this for the Druids DLC, for our journey to Ireland. The timing is of course interesting, or it was just never finished and part of the main game. Your theories are of course more than welcome in the comments down below, and also thanks to Skata for helping me with this on Twitter. If we stay near the settlement under the waterfall near the Sears hut, we of course find a ton of iron ore, and Marto McFly in our Discord, you can of course join the Discord via the link in the pinned comment. Best community ever, by the way, just saying. Either way, if you now collect multiple piles of ore, it adds up in the total display in one tile. So here you see footage from before the update where every individual iron ore pickup would get their own notification, and now it adds up, which is great. Marta on the Discord also talked about a new feature in the shop where you can now very easily buy max of an item by just using the D-pad, very quick. And when hovering over the arrows now, you will also see if you've already reached the max capacity. I don't think that was in the game before, so that's also pretty nice. But Ubisoft also removed items from the shop. In our previous photo mode showcase, we talked about Prof Mew's awesome picture, and I said that you could get the tail piece from this photo at a merchant. But now we got Rusty Page in the comments saying that these Asgardian items are gone. While if we look at way older footage, we see that when I was like buying everything from a shop, I was also able to buy the Asgardian naval set. Which looks awesome, by the way, one of my favorite naval items in the game, especially the figurehead, although, as you might know, I now prefer the Valkyrie one, which you can of course get at Reddit this week. Either way, Dennis and Joyce did not buy these items yet, so looking at their shop, these items are completely gone. No, the only way to get them now is through the fishing hut, by completing the special challenges. So I think that's actually a pretty cool reward, but if you like me already bought these items, then you now likely get nothing from doing these challenges. I want my money back, Ubisoft. Although silver, you can still do the beggar farm in London over here on the map after this update, so you can still get a lot of money real fast, and you also still do not lose any money while getting the major rune each time you interact with the beggar and give 5 coins. Then of course pull up your bird, immediately go back to Eivor, and then you're able to interact again. After doing this as many times as you want, you can sell the runes that you got at the nearby shop and profit big time. Also nice that the secret transmog options I showed you in a previous video are still in the game after this patch, and I will leave a link to that video with all the combos, by the way, in the video description. And Paul reached out about a secret change for the Mentor's outfit in the comments. This is the Mentor's outfit before the update, and you see that when Eivor has a hood on, it would clip through the left shoulder of the armor. So what Ubisoft now did is they moved the shoulders all the way up. So they are like way more floaty in a way. It looks pretty strange if you really zoom in and focus on it. So yeah, that happened right now. I thought that maybe with the addressed various instances of incorrect sound effects in the patch notes, it would mean that Gunner would not say weird things again. But then Steve sent me this via the input@joraptor.com email address you can of course use as well.
You are going to regret this.
So that is still weird. They did fix the horse sounds though, so you will now hear footsteps again when on horseback, which is great. Inventory sorting for weapon categories was actually a secret change in the previous update, but I never really mentioned it. It is quite nice though. Just hit the analog stick a couple of times to sort, which is great. Really helps you find the weapon you want faster. And I of course briefly touched on the secret Avenge quest changes. So first you would of course see a random mission icon on a dead body, and then you got the quest. But now you can get it during combat, like it will just suddenly appear on your screen. And then you'll have to find a dead body close by with a brand new icon. Just walk up to it and then you get it. And then you'll also hear Eivor say something.
Felt by treachery. Sharp edge. Well-placed cuts. Looks like a Saxon blade of some kind.
This is not new for the update though, but the dialogue is different depending on the character you have to kill to avenge the player. In this case, the target was already dead, so you could just confirm the kill and get the 100 XP and some silver. But yeah, now almost every combat encounter I do, I see these missions show up. So they totally increased the amount of Avenge quests after this update. And maybe you also noticed during combat that getting health back from any source is now highlighted with a yellow color, while before it was green, as we see here in this gothic armor set footage. So I'm not sure why they changed that to yellow. Maybe some people had a hard time seeing it, but it's interesting for sure. And totally, if I missed some of the secret changes, let me know in the comments down below or via the input@joraptor.com email address. I know there are some combat specific things as well, but I want to like dive a little deeper into that and try it out more for myself before I share it here in a video. So totally subscribe for way more Valhalla content about those new secret balance changes. New content of course coming very soon, and way more. A like on the video would really help me out. And totally check out our previous video on the new community challenges and more Valhalla news. Because yes, another big secret change is of course that the dummies do not count anymore for the Connect challenges. So you can watch that video about it by clicking on the screen, or at the end of our photo mode showcase you can of course send in your shots to the Valhalla Raptor hashtag on Twitter, or via my dedicated pictures channel on the Discord. Again, link to the Discord in a pinned comment, and once you are there, accept the rules and then you are able to post. Okay Joyce, your turn, photo mode expert here on the channel. You of course selected 3 shots from the community, so which one did you pick this time?
Hello. First up is Engineer Nerd over on Twitter, where Eivor is showing off her fishing skills by catching a flatfish while not even looking. I mean, how did she do that? We really got an Engineer Nerd right here. I mean, we all know how to fish, but this is impressive. Up next is Fox over on Discord, who caught this fox on camera. Very clever.
Wow.
In the morning sun of England. Now I get where the username's coming from. Either way, it's a nice calm shot of the environment while the little wild animal is looking up. Well done. And finally, we've got Adora Never Post, who took the Altair outfit for a spin. Now that we can use transmog with it at last. Eivor is assassinating enemies one by one, looking at the one she already took out behind the wall here. Nostalgia strikes again. I love it.
Yeah, and what is going on with all these names? Andorra never posted, but yet posted a picture. We got a picture of a fox. And we got Engineer Nerd doing something very genius. Well,
yes.
Okay, pretty cool. So, of course, if you got shots, send them our way. Subscribe for way more Valhalla content. And totally check out our previous video by clicking on the screen. For now, we will speak to you next time, and goodbye.
Goodbye.